My in-law was butchered in his farm 3 months ago in Odigwete community when he just went to harvest his plantains for sales. It meant people harvesting it for their cattle and they butchered him in his farm. So insecurity is a major issue. Another major issue is healthcare. The healthcare system of Edo State is something that every single person in diaspora should be praying for. An average Edo man, don't fall sick. Because when you fall sick in Edo currently, it may just be death sentence. And very importantly, the quality of education that we are churning out. I'm an educationist. I don't feel satisfied by it.
So how do you intend to solve this insecurity in Edo State?
Is that what, sir?
How do you intend to solve it? Practical terms and
okay, if you can hear me, on insecurity, some years ago, that was in 2015, I drew a model that can completely secure both our urban and rural environments. And in this model, I had broken it into two. I was using tech to drive security while leveraging on boots on the ground. And on tech, I built a software that I christened Panic Button. In that software, just as you will probably want to check your Facebook or WhatsApp, you just click. If you feel there was an intruder in your environment or dogs were barking or somebody's trying to break in, let's assume night or whatever the case is, until the assailant come in to overwhelm you, instead of frightening and leaving it on being frightened only, my application can send and will send messages to 10 phone numbers, including the local vigilante, if we can set up one that is very functional and well kitted, can send a prompt message to the Nigerian police force. At the same time, can send prompt message to the firefighters or the primary healthcare center in your local constituency if you have a functional one. But that aside, I changed that program so that in my mother's house where I demonstrate, I don't know if I'm still on.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, sir.
We can hear you. Can you guys hear me? Maybe it's my...
I'm sure. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, so what I did was, after I built the application, so I did a network of the application to a hardware, which was a blurring system. You know when there's light changeover, when BDC shuts down or brings down light, the prompt siren, that blares in some people's homes. So the moment you tap that panic button that I built, it doesn't just transmit messages as prompts to authorities that could be responding if we build an actual response system and a fast one. It will also blare that alarm in your house. But I didn't stop there. The alarm will trigger the alarm of the next compound, the next house, the next house, the next house, and eventually every alarm in the street will start blaring. And so I took this idea to a senator who was a serving senator then. The pictures of me and this senator is still on Facebook. In case he denies it, one day I'll pull it out for him. So I demonstrated this to him. And the senator offered me 10 million naira to buy the idea from me and to have it as his private business concept. And I said to myself, this design, it is so robust and so enriched that this is just... I said, this design is so robust and so enriched that this is just fragment one. In my security design, I propose to legislate that every house within major cities will have solar-powered CCTV cameras. And then you can also try this semi-blower system, whistleblower system, wherein if your cameras report a crime, you have an entitlement from the security vote that one governor just flits every month for apparently no reason, because insecurity is still copiously and vastly spread across the 18 local governments just now. And after that design, I did a metal plate detector system, wherein we can sequence every registered car plates in Edo State and have metal detectors in major roads in Edo, a station where if you drive through or drive in, and if your plate is not registered or sequenced in that portal, it will flag up that a stranger's vehicle has come into the state. I was looking at somebody being kidnapped and just taken away like somebody picking snail from the floor. So, and in that security architecture that I designed, I networked it to a drone. My proposal was that for the tall buildings in the 18 local governments, drones will land there Now, because drones are powered by GPS, and then they can be, every location is feeded, to a system. A drone, just like the way you book an Uber, you just key the address and you get the voice prompt. A drone can locate a particular location where an assailant is operating. Why do the drone pilots who will be in unknown locations are watching, having area view, giving real-time information to the vigilantes who are on boots trying to come around, or the local police, while tailing the assailant? And I feel like if the let's say the blaring system just goes off alone, even if you were to be the one who is going to go and perpetuate that crime, you will become unrest yourself. One way or another, you may have a change of heart because there is an entire street blaring system on you just now. And when I put
all right, Paul, can you hear me?
Please.
When I put these systems together, I did not only stop at it being an idea that can solve problems. I believe that for every idea that can solve problems, you should be able to create wealth. So I propose that as governor, I will legislate a security bill, a situation where every house can be levied 1,000 naira for that security program, because it's very robust. You can use it to kit up the vigilantes, and they can be more armed or more kitted with bulletproofs than even the Nigerian police. Because by my calculation, if you have that project installed in homes, let's say 2 million homes across Nigeria, and they pay 1,000 naira monthly per home, in which case even the most financially disenfranchised can at least pay. Because if you have a 10-room apartment and you spread 1,000 naira, it becomes 100 naira monthly. If you have a 4-flat apartment and you spread, it becomes 250. If you have a duplex, anybody who can afford a duplex or state duplex can afford 1,000 naira. So at the end of 12 months, by my calculation, if you run the application in 12 homes, we're not even talking of the wealth that can be created from the downloads of the application alone. But if you run the application in 2 million homes, which may not be limited to Edo State alone, if you run the application in 2 million homes, you'll be looking at an average of 864 billion naira generated from insecurity, trying to create answers for create security with